過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with another new chapter of The Nightly Prince of Kuoh. And it's been a while since I last posted another chapter of this series, and it's good to be back after all. So, for a little recap, Noctis and Mittelt basically went to go take on that of a stray devil in the warehouse district of Kuoh near the docks. As they found it, turns out this devil was already eating on that of its countless victims. Then Noctis and Mittelt began to go into combat against the stray devil. However, the stray devil was not that of a regular low-class or mid-class devil. However, it was on the level of high class, after all. As the reason that it went rogue is because its master refused to allow it to have its own set of evil pieces, even though he's currently at the level where he should be. Due to this, he rebelled against his master. However, doing so reverted all of the power that he gained to that of a mid-class. Hearing this, Noctis basically believed that the stray devil betrayed its master, betrayed its king, only for its own self-interest, as he also realized that some devils treat their servants as that of their property, and began to realize that maybe this whole devil system is not truly meant for those who want to have that of kings or queens, or rather. With that, he was even able to awaken the artificial sacred gear that Azazel placed inside of him when he first came to this world, known as Astral 6. With that, he was able to defeat the devil, even though he could have done it easily. He awakened his new power of this world. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 7, The Noble Girl on Fire. Since that one night, Noctis and Mittelt have worked together as that of a perfect duo, facing against that of stray devils, and also doing that of tedious tasks that that some members of Sona and Heiresses Peerage don't want to deal with. Like, for example, helping out Issei distribute out flyers and also Asya for contracts, after all. The reason being, since Issei still just started out as that of a new devil, and same thing also goes for Asya. For them to get used to their tasks and duties, and before they can start doing their own contracts, they're gonna have to continue putting up flyers in people's mailboxes and give them out to street corners as well. Normally, this is what familiars do, but they're still new at it. So, Noctis decides to help out as well. After all, even though Issei is one massive pervert, he still sees his senpai as a close friend, after all. As for Asya, even though she's also a part of Heiresses Peerage, he still promised Azazel that he would look after her. After all, she was originally supposed to be a new member of the Gogori. However, given Rainer and her friends alongside the stray exorcist that she also gathered as well, Noctis feels responsible, but by wanting to look after her, after all. Even though he's not really affiliated with the Gogori, he's still somewhat connected to them, after all, being the adopted son of Azazel since then. With that, Asya began being close friends with Noctis as well, even seeing him somewhat like that of a, somewhat little brother, even though technically he's literally older than her mentally. As for Sona's peerage, well, he does the same, but in a different way. Whereas in Rias' peerage, where they give out flyers to those who want to make that of devil contracts, Sona does devil contracts by that of, the internet, to be fair, and by sending emails and messages to people who want their services, which is not too half bad, to be fair. Not only that, Mittelt has been taking care of that since she's not really bad using technology, especially when it comes to people's preferences on what kind of devil that they would like to make a contract with. With that, it becomes quite easy for them. At first, they were quite hesitant on allowing that of, a fallen angel to help them. But given that she's looking after Noctis, and Noctis is keeping an eye on her, it seems quite alright. And besides, Sona trusts Noctis, and to her peerage, that's all she needs. However, as for Rias, on the other hand, she wants to trust Noctis, but she can't, for one specific reason. And that being, Akeno, given Noctis' affiliations with fallen angels, and given her half fallen angel bloodline, she doesn't trust fallen angels. Hell, she can't stand them at all. And even if Noctis isn't a fallen angel, he's tied to them, so he's no better than them in her eyes. But she tries her best to conceal it. However, Noctis has noticed it, especially given her, fake smile, after all. The one thing that, also Noctis can't trust Akeno about as well. Same thing also goes for Kiba too. It's kind of also the other reasons on why Noctis doesn't really spend a lot of time with Rias and her peerage, and mostly spends time with Sona and her peerage though, feeling like he can trust them more than he can trust, Rias. Let's also bring up the fact that Konako still keeps an eye on Noctis. And I'm not just talking about them being in the same homeroom class. I mean outside of school, when him and Mittelt are doing jobs for, them as well. When she doesn't have any contracts to fulfill, of course. It's I won't lie, as a rook, surprisingly, she's really good at stealth. However, even so, Noctis has that of a sixth sense of sensing people, especially when he's being found, or when he needs to find those who are hiding in specific areas, after all. So, that's another reason on why he doesn't trust Rias as well. It also doesn't help that she keeps on trying to, figure out ways to get Noctis to join her peerage as well, even though she already seems like she has that of a somewhat full set. Not entirely, but close, given that Issei took up all of her, pawn pieces after all. So I can't help but keep wondering, what's her deal? Why does she keep on trying to convince me to join her peerage? Either with that minor inconvenience, his life at Kuoh has been somewhat great, actually. With currently, both Mittelt and Noctis just finished up a job of killing a stray devil. However, surprisingly, that the stray devil's next victim was not that of a human. It was actually another pure-blood devil from that of actually a common pure-blood devil, not a noble at that. With soon, both Noctis and Mittelt are at that of a cafe with the, devil, actually, as Noctis is drinking at least a bit of coffee, with Mittelt actually drinking some tea, and the devil also drinking tea, as he's quite nervous, given that Mittelt is a fallen angel, and even though devils and fallen angels are not at war right now, their tensions are still pretty high. As for Mittelt, she doesn't really care too much, as again, living in this town with devils for the past couple of weeks or so have basically desensitized her to thinking that she has to continue hating them after all. As for Noctis, he's just trying to calm down this guy, as the devil's appearance is quite, handsome actually. Which is no surprise given that, devils are basically made to be that of sin, of temptation, to draw humans in, as he has quite the handsome face with green eyes, and also that of brown hair that goes down to his ears. However, his clothing is pretty dirty and all that, as it almost looks like something that you would see in that of the old ages, actually, which is again surprising given that we live in modern times. Then soon Noctis finished drinking his iced coffee, with then soon saying, "So, care to explain why you're here in Kuoh, by any chance?" With then the stray devil saying, "My name is Eli Solkin, actually." With then saying, "Okay, Eli, why were you about to be eaten by a stray devil here in Gremory and Citry territory?" With then saying, please, allow me to explain. You see, I come from that of a pretty common devil family. Unlike the 72 devil clans that make up that of the devil race, us common devils, such as me, are considered to be the lowest of the low. With then soon Mittelt saying, "That's surprising. I thought for sure reincarnated devils were the lowest of the low." With then Noctis looks at his fallen angel friend / roommate with that of a look of annoyance, with then she looking away, not really fazed by it, with then saying, "That is the true nowadays. But since pureblood devils such as myself are going out, we are at least treated at least a little bit better. However, even so, devils are our race of power, a race of pride, selfishness, and greed. We are literally a race of sin entirely. But power speaks more than anything to us. And since I am that of a low class, and since my devil power is that of low class, I'm no better than a reincarnated devil. No, even if I am pure-blooded." With Noct also basically crossing his arms, saying, "No matter the era, discrimination, depending on class, never changes. It's kind of sad, really." With then Mittelt saying, "Tell me about it." With then saying, "So, again, why are you here?" Saying, "Right, back to what I was saying. The reason I'm here is because I actually wanted to meet with the Heiresses of Citry and Gremory, actually. I'm originally from that. I originally worked as that of a servant for that of the House of Barbatus, to be fair. And the Barbatus family is good and all, but I want to spread my horizons. I hear that servants who work for the Citry and that of Gremory families are at least given a lot more, chances to rise up in the rankings alongside the reincarnated devils in their peerages. So I figured," with then Noct saying, "Yeah, I get it. You want to see if you could be a servant or butler for either one of their families. I get you." With then soon saying, "So, and But then I was on my way here. I was caught by that stray devil that you took out 10 minutes ago, with Eli arriving into Kuoh by that of Magic Circle, as he looks at the Japanese town, with then saying, okay, Papa told me that I should be able to meet with the devil heiresses at a school by the name of Kuoh. Hopefully I'll be able to find what I'm looking for if I ask around. Human. I've been told that humans are basically beneath us, but to be honest, given my station back in the underworld, I'm pretty sure humans are treated a lot more better here than we are down there. With that, Eli began walking into town, with then seeing all of the cars, the lights, people walking around in the quiet but quite sizable town, as he's completely caught off guard, as the only place where you would see this many people, or close to many people, is that of Lilith, the capital city of the underworld for the devils, in devil territory after all. With then him going through an alleyway, then soon something begins to slither through the alleyway, almost like that of a snake. Then soon Eli began to feel the pressure around him, as he realized, I think I came down the wrong street. Then soon a feminine voice, quite seductive but also menacing at the same time, could up and say, "What, give it away, little devil?" Then soon he sees that of a quite voluptuous woman, which has quite the exposing body. However, her private bits are basically covered up by that which looks like that of a scaly bra and panties, actually, as she has that of a black hair, with then having that of slit eyes, with Suit saying, hi, I was just wondering if you're a devil, just like me, right? So are you related to the... Cutting him off, the stray devil couldn't help but snicker, saying, "A pure-blooded devil coming to the human world? You may look like and just by the look of you, you're a low-class devil, aren't you?" With it saying, "Well, yeah, I am, so perfect. Even if you're a low-class devil, you being a pure-blooded devil entirely gives me the boost I need to get stronger." Then Eli, hearing this, saying, "Getting stronger? Wait, please, don't tell me. Are you?" Soon she begins to transform, as then the lower body of her begins to morph into that of a snake body. Then soon she grows that of multiple arms, and then her jaw shows that of rows of teeth, as soon she couldn't help but have that of a menacing hiss. However, nobody outside of the alleyway heard it, within saying, "You're a stray devil!" Then he was about to run away, about to create that of a magic circle. However, she soon grabs him with her tail, and then creates her own magic circle, heading to her hiding spot. As soon as she arrived to her hiding spot, which is in the outskirts of Kuoh in the forest, as she was about to devour the innocent devil. However, then soon she was stabbed by multiple light spears, that being from Mid-Elf, as then they soon explode by the snap of her fingers. Then soon she's saying, what's going on? And those light spears, they're made out of holy energy. A fallen angel here? I thought that they were cleared out. Then soon Noctis comes up to the stray devil, saying, "I'm only going to give you one option. Let go of him and surrender. And if you don't, I'm going to kill you." Then saying, "I'm a human? Wait, are you an exorcist?" Then soon Noctis saying, I'm really getting tired of people thinking I'm an exorcist. I really want nothing to do with the church, to be honest. Also, I'm not with the Grigori either, so I'm just a guy who's just here to take care of a stray devil been causing trouble here in Kuoh. Nothing more, nothing less. Then soon she's saying, "You damn brat!" as she continues to constrict around the poor kid, then soon Noctis saying, "That was your one option." Then soon he throws his newest sacred gear, being the Astro 6. Then soon it stabs right into the chest of the stray devil, before then it switches into that of a staff that looks like Rama's lightning bolt staff, as he soon electrocutes the entire stray devil entirely, as she soon screams in pain while electricity begins flowing through her body. As she convulses, she soon lets go of the kid. Then he lands on the ground, completely shocked and awe, and what he's seeing, that a normal human being is able to take care of a stray devil. As to him, his family, even those of nobility, have always told him that the devil race is the strongest supernatural race in the entire world. But seeing that a human and a fallen angel was able to take care of a stray devil, it proves that maybe that's not entirely true. Then soon it begins, as her body is basically smoking and burnt from electricity. He soon removes the staff from her chest and then goes down to the ground. Then soon she's still alive. Then Noctis saying, "Mittelt, you want to finish her off?" Saying, "You're not going to?" Saying, No need. I could tell by her strength alone, she's that of just a regular mid-class stray devil. So she's not really that powerful. And besides, you're getting stronger too. Hey, aren't you almost to your third set of wings, actually? Then Mittelt comes down, as she doesn't have that of a single pair of one wing fallen of wings of angels. She now has two, as she now has 4 wings, 2 on the right side and 2 on the left. Then she's saying, "Well, I would be gladly to do so." As then bring out her pink light spear, and then stabs it into the head of the fallen stray devil. With that, she soon disappears into that of dust. Then soon, however, what's left is that of a pool of blood, of basically ash and smoke. Then soon, Noctis looks back at the kid, saying, "Hey, you okay?" Then saying, I'm fine. I'm still surprised that a human and a fallen angel saved me, though." Then soon, Noctis looks surprised, saying, "Human and fallen angel? What do you..." Then looking at his presence, he realized, "Wait, are you a devil? By any chance a reincarnated devil?" Saying, No, actually, I'm a pureblood devil, just not a noble, though." Then hearing this, Mittelt couldn't help but say, "Well, I'll be damned. A pureblood devil so weak, I couldn't even tell if he was a reincarnated devil at all. Now that's something you don't see every day." Then Noctis couldn't help but say, "Yeah, you're not kidding. So, why did you come here, kid? And in case if you need to, clear your mind, come on. I know this perfect cafe that opens 24 hours a day, and they make an awesome coffee for those who are trying to stay up in the night, after all, given my line of work." Then soon, Eli basically recounts everything that he remembers to this point. Then soon, Mittelt could up say, "Wow, just wow, that's the reason why you're here? So you could meet with them, but then you got lost and got caught by a stray devil we were planning on trying to kill tonight. Did I get everything right? With then soon Eli shaking his head saying, yeah, that's everything. With then soon Noct couldn't help but also sigh saying, well, you're in luck. I was planning on meeting with the person that actually contracted us to kill the stray devil, but being one of the twin governors of Kuoh, actually, who are also the two heiresses of Grimory and Century. In soon hearing this, Eli couldn't help but have that of a happy look on his face, saying, really? You're meeting with them? So that means you're a free agent. You're saying, I'm more of a mercenary, actually, or a bounty hunter, to be fair. I do jobs for them. I help them out with certain things. They pay me, and they don't try and kick me out of this town, which I have been living in for the past couple of weeks or so, and I'd rather not be kicked out. So, with that, soon, Eli saying, I see. So it's a beneficial partnership, actually. With saying, very much so. With then soon looking at Mid-Elf, as he soon gets nervous, within Mid-Elf having that of a sigh, saying, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? Look, kid, I know that I'm a fallen angel, and our two sides aren't on the best of terms, given the Great War and all that, but I'm not going to hurt you. To be frankly, I could care less if you're a pure-blooded devil or not. Right now, I'm working with Noctis, and whatever Noctis says goes. So if he wants to help you out by giving you to the princesses, then so what? Then so be it. With then hearing this, Noctis saying, well, that's surprising. I'm actually proud of you, Mid-Elf. Saying, well, whatever. I just don't want to cause any trouble. That's all. With Noct having that of a smile, saying, sure. At any rate, we should get going. Come on. With that, the two begin to leave, with then Eli doing the same thing, following after the two. As they soon arrive at Kuoh Academy, they soon enter that of the Occult Research Club room. As then soon, the one opening the door was Issei, saying, hey, Noct, saying, contract taken care of. With then soon, also, I brought somebody over to talk with Rias. With then saying, Miss President, she's currently out on a contract right now. So saying, seriously, right now? But Akino Senpai is here. With then saying, oh, great, her. With then soon, Issei saying, what do you have against Akino Senpai? I mean, what did the two of you hate against each other so much, to be honest? Saying, I don't know her reason on hating me for, but the reason I hate her is because I could tell she's hiding something behind her fake smiles. That's all. With then hearing this, with soon, however, it isn't just Issei there, as Asya and Konako are there too, as Kiba is in there as well, as he most likely is also doing a contract. With then soon, Asya can say, Noctis-kun, can I ask, why do you hate people who have fake smiles? With then soon, Noctis goes through all of his memories. The memories of everybody who has given them to him. From his father, telling him that everything will be okay, even though he dies at the end, without him even being there to protect him or even see him in his final moments. From the woman of his life, from the woman that he loved, being Luna Freya. The person that he also saw as that of a big sister as well, basically dying right in front of him, not being able to do anything, while she gave her life to make sure that he lived, while also giving her own life up for him. And then the person that causes all of that trauma, real person that basically made sure that he can never trust anyone who doesn't have that of a sincere smile on their face. That being Arden Izunia, the very man that caused him to distrust anyone with a fake smile if it doesn't feel genuine. As then saying, let's just say a couple people in my life have given me fake smiles, and all they've done is basically lie to me. So I can tell when a person is faking their smile and they basically have something to hide. That's all. With then hearing this, with then Issei scratching the back of his head saying, well, damn, I guess that's understandable. But hey, no need, if you feel that way, then why not tell Akino-senpai about it? Surely she could, with then looking at his senpai and friend, with then Issei basically seeing that look, saying, I'll shut up now, saying, yeah, good idea. With then soon, Akino coming into the club room as she wheels in that of sweets and cakes, sweets and tea, saying, I brought in the tea. Ria should be done with her contract by any minute now, as she sees both Noctis and Mittelt. However, she stares completely at Mittelt with that of a look of disdain, with then looking at Noctis as she has the same look. However, it soon fades, with then giving off her same fake smile as always, while keeping her eyes closed, saying, well, hello there, Noctis-kun. Did you finish up the Stray Devil mission that President wanted you to take care of? With then saying, yep, I did. Also, I was wondering if I could speak to her. I brought somebody who wanted to talk to her, actually. With then saying, oh, is that so? Who they might be? Basically a pure-blooded devil looking for a job and hoping to serve the Grimmery family. Nothing more, nothing less. With then soon, Noctis couldn't help but say, also, if it doesn't go any well, I also said I would introduce him to Sona as well. So, if it doesn't go so well, just tell him where the student council room is here at the school building, and after that, he'll probably head back to the underworld. Am I right? Looking back at Eli, with then Eli basically shaking his head, saying, yeah, it is. I don't mind actually going back to the underworld. I'll just have to find another job by then. With then soon, Akino smiling at Eli, saying, of course. Knowing our president, she would be grateful to have somebody to serve. Also, are you thinking about joining a Devil's Peerage by any chance? With saying, oh, no. As much as I would love to join a Devil Peerage, I'm not that good at combat or even that of anything whatsoever. I also have nothing special, unlike that of Noctis-kun, who saved me. I mean, I saw his sacred gear. It's amazing. Honestly, personally, I'm kind of envious of humans, to be fair. Sure, they may have lower lifespans than us devils, but at least they get a chance to actually choose what they want for themselves, instead of it already being designated by birth what their worth is, actually. Hearing this, both Noctis and Mittelt couldn't help but feel sorry for the young, pure-blooded devil, as even though you have a long life, to many people, you'll never actually grow into it at all because of your status and because of the power you weren't born with, after all. With then soon, Akino saying, I see. Knowing our king, she would be saddened, but she would also be happy to welcome another person into the Grimmery family. With then soon looking at Noctis and Mittelt as they soon walked off. With then soon, Noctis looks back at Issei and Asuya, saying, I'll see you guys tomorrow after school's over. So, with then soon Issei saying, hey, hey, I don't think I'm going to have any contracts to do tomorrow or club activities. So you want to hang out? As always, you want to hang out, go to the arcade by any chance? I was actually thinking about taking Asia around the mall this time. Besides just going to give her shopping so she can get some new clothes, though. With then saying, that'd be awesome, actually. But I just need to make sure I don't have to do any contracts by then. Any jobs for either princesses, after all. But if I don't, that'd be great. Within soon, Issei having a thumbs up, saying, "Cool. See you then, Noctis-kun." Saying, "See you, senpai." Asuya senpai and Konako-chan, with then Konako just nodding at Noctis, as even though Konako is doing her duties as that of a servant of Grimoire, Noctis doesn't hold it over her, as she's just doing her job. So nothing wrong with that. After all, many of his other retainers, his best friends, being Ignis, Gladio, and Procto, would have done the very same thing as well, if Noctis wanted it. With then soon leaving the room, as for Akino, by any chance, well, let's just say she's still a bit, angry. However, her face doesn't show it, but in reality, she is. Going through the window, as that being that of a firebird, as it's seeing everything, as this being the familiar of a certain girl, a noble girl with that of a pink dress, with that of also drill pigtails. However, as they are somewhat similar to that of mid-elf, however, they seem more refined and dignified than that of threatening and intimidating, unlike hers. As this being Ravel Phoenix, the daughter of the Phoenix clan, and also member of her third older brother's Peerage bishop as well. With then soon looking back at her brother, who's surrounded by tons of women, with a few of them actually naked and panting, actually, with him shirtless. With then Ravel sighing at the sight. Within her brother Riser saying, how's everything going, my dear sister? Any changes? Saying, no, nothing much. The human that Rias originally wanted is still there, alongside that nun too. However, as for the human that she's been trying to recruit for the past couple of weeks, he's still declining. He's still doing jobs there, but it just seems like he's doing it just out of a obligation to living in the town. Nothing more. As she says this, crossing her arms under her surprisingly ample chest for somebody of her size, with then soon Riser couldn't help but say, and she thinks that she'll still have a chance against me in the raiding game. Oh, I'm lucky. I basically made the smart decision of trying to accelerate our wedding. After all, she's trying this hard to find those to join our peerage, and she's this desperate, proves that she needs to focus more on her duties as that of a pure-blooded devil of a noble family. And what's more important, the very reason why I need to bring her back to the underworld. With then soon Ravel couldn't help but sigh, saying, "Do what you wish, brother. As the bishop of your peerage, I can't disagree. I'll be going now. With that out of the way, I'll be going and waiting for my familiar to return to me." With then soon leaving the room, as then soon opening the door, seeing that of a voluptuous woman with that of purple hair, and also wearing that of a purple tunic, which exposes her quite sizable and ample chest, actually, as her purple hair covering her right eye. this being the queen of Riser, Ibaluna, with then saying, Lee Ravel, were you about to leave? With saying, yes, I've done my duties. I'm going back to my room. With then saying, I see. Well then, have a good night. Saying, you too, Ibaluna. With then saying, knowing me, I won't get much sleep, unfortunately. Of course. Well, try to keep it down as much as you can. With then soon, she soon bows her head before entering the room with her brother inside. As then, Ravel couldn't help but sigh, saying, why the hell did I agree to join his peerage? For the whole siscon thing? For the whole sister thing about being part of his harem? Ridiculous. Just damn ridiculous, to be fair. With then soon saying, and the only reason I did it is so Mother told me I should do it just so I can gain the battle experience that I would need. So, and once a day that I gain my own evil pieces, once I become of age though. And yet, with then soon, she basically slamming her fist into the wall, heading to her room, saying, I'm 15 years old, and yet I still don't have my evil pieces. Normally, I'm supposed to have my evil pieces once I turn that of 15, and yet I am, and yet I'm still stuck in my brother's peerage. It's ridiculous. Why? Just why? With then soon, Ravel takes that of a deep breath before then closing her eyes and showing the same calm and ladylike appearance that she had before, with then saying, you'll just have to be more patient, hopefully. With then soon, she was about to recall her familiar before then, it was soon explodes. As, however, it wasn't dead, given that it is a firebird, basically a weaker version of a phoenix after all, as it will just return, but after a month or so, with saying, Fury, with then remembering the last looks of her familiar, as it looked down and saw that of Noctis and Mittelt heading from Kuoh Academy. However, doing as soon as it goes past the two, Noctis soon noticed it, using his high senses, as then he brings out one of his pistols, as he soon spins the barrel, and then aims and shoots, with one blow, killing the firebird instantly. With then Mittelt saying, the hell was that? Saying, don't know, don't care. I could tell, honestly, it's been here it's come here at least every 3 days, trying to spy on Rias and her peerage. So whatever the hell it is, it has to be an enemy. With then saying, so looks like the Lucifer's little sister is still under our radar, or somebody's radar at least. With then saying, it doesn't matter unless Rias calls me for a job that calls for protecting her, then I'm not gonna bother. But I will do it in case it involves Issei and Asia, who are my friends, and I will protect them, no matter what. With that, soon, Mittelt internally thinking, he's so cool and kind. It's what I expect from the man I love, after all. With them saying, I would just leave them to die, but whatever, it's up to you. You're free to choose whatever you want. With that, the two continue walking. However, Mittelt becomes really, really close to Noctis while they're walking, which makes Noctis at least a little bit uncomfortable, getting in as she's in his personal space. With then, back in the underworld, with that of Ravel saying, he killed my familiar. Was I careless? Did I not take it? Should I have not taken that human seriously? I mean, I know he's been killing stray devils, but they're basically low tier. There's no way that... Then soon, she began thinking, this human that Rias has been going after for so long. As she remembers the look of Noctis, as he may be a human, but he's quite handsome. The raven black hair, his brightly blue eyes, and the tone that basically says that I don't really care, but deep down, I really do care. With Soon saying, no, he's a human, but I may need to keep an eye on him just in case. I guess I'll be heading to the human world for the time being. Saying this, Ravel finally arrives at her bedroom, as it basically being one giant-ass pink room with tons of stuffed animals from every shape, size, and form, as she soon flops on her bed, but still continue thinking about Noctis, with her cheeks going red for quite a bit. The next day, classes have finally ended back at Kuoh, then soon Noctis was about to leave, as he soon arrives at the door. Soon sliding it open, he soon sees Mid-Elf. However, she's not wearing her regular Gothic Lolita dress. She's actually wearing a Kuoh Academy's girls' uniform. With then saying, "Hey, Noctis, you ready to go?" Saying, yeah. As turns out, Mid-Elf decided to enroll into Kuoh Academy ever since her, times helping out the student council with their online contracts. Let's just say that they basically made her that of a honorary member of the student council, actually. Also doing that, they also made her a student. But Mid-Elf originally wanted to be part of Kuoh Academy so she can stay closer with Noctis after all, not wanting to be apart from the man she loves, to be fair. With then soon Mid-Elf saying, "So you plan on going to the perverted, sacred gear user in the excommunicated nun?" Saying, "Hey, I did promise them to hang out in case if they didn't have any contracts to do." With it saying, "I still don't see why you bother hanging out with him. He's so annoying. And what about your reputation here at Kuoh? Don't you care?" With then soon Noctis continued walking while putting up at least 3 fingers, saying, "1, I know he's a damn pervert. It's kind of his DNA. It's in his basic DNA. 2, he's a pretty cool dude, and Asya needs friends, and I promised her that I would be friends. And 3, honestly, the third reason is because I don't have many friends myself. I may look, and I'm already aware that many of the girls actually are fond of me. Hell, I'm also aware that they have a goddamn fan club of me, to be fair, and even started calling me the nightly prince of Kuoh." With then soon Mid-Elf saying, "But that's just it. I've dealt with girls like that on a day basis, to be fair. So they're not really trying to be friends. They're mostly just fangirls trying to see if I would be willing to go out with them, or if I ever think about going out with them. They don't really bother getting to know me. They just see me as that of a, prize, to be fair. Just like every other girl seeking a good-looking guy as that of a prize. Just like Kiba-senpai, he has the biggest fan club in the entirety of Kuoh, and yet none of those girls have actually bothered speaking to him. If they actually knew who he was, they would actually see behind that fake smile of his as well." With then soon, saying, "I get you. At least when it comes to the pervert, he's actually honest with himself through and through, no matter what." Same thing also goes with the nun too. She's basic. She doesn't know nothing about the world, but she's honest to her own personality and how she sees herself. Saying, "Exactly. So, hanging out with them is going to be pretty good." You don't have to hang out saying, "Oh, thank God. I was actually worried about that. I'll see you back at home. Take care." Saying, this be the perfect time to make the perfect afternoon dinner. It'll be great. It'll be romantic, and he'll definitely see my feelings for him through this. Definitely, 100%. With that, Mittelt couldn't help having that of a skip in her step, with soon thinking that her plan is going to be fall-proof. With then soon, Noctis soon arrives to that of class 2B, with then sliding the door open and seeing, and however, he doesn't see Issei or Asya in the room. With then soon, he sees both the two of the perverted trio, Motohama and Mariasu. With then soon, both boys look at the nightly prince. Within, they scowl at him, saying, within, Motohama couldn't help but say, "What are you doing here, pretty boy?" With then saying, "I'm here for Issei senpai. See here?" With then Mariasu saying, "Actually, he went to club rooms with that of Asya-chan. Turns out they had club activity today. We were actually hoping I would be able to hang out with him too today, though." With then hearing this, soon Noctis can help but sigh, saying, "God damn it. All right, thanks for telling me." With then soon slamming the door, as then Noctis was leaving, with then thinking, "Man, what the hell, Rias? I thought why don't you give them some time off? Why are you trying so hard to keep me from Issei? Are you doing this just so you could basically force me to join your peerage just so I can hang out? Just so I can hang out with them? How damn annoying." With then, Noctis soon leaves the school, as then as he soon passes the gate, he soon sees Ravel. As he glances at her, however, it feels like the world is slowing down. Within, Ravel doing the same, looking back at Noctis, as then, soon, for a split second, the entire world was basically nothing, as it was only just the two of them. As for Noctis, he's saying, "She's quite beautiful. She reminds me of Mid-Elf, but part of me also see a bit of nobility and dignified in her that none of the other girls except that of Sona senpai and Ria senpai have." With then soon, on Ravel's side, she can help but say, he's beautiful. He's gorgeous. He's pretty. He's Satan damn handsome. I've seen him so many times before, but seeing him in person, just looking at him, he's literally the picture perfect of my dream man. With then soon Ravel basically going out of it before soon remembering, but personally, my ideal man is that of a man with not just looks, but also power and strength, and also the idea of a chivalrous knight as well. With then soon Noctis could say, "Miss, are you lost by any chance, or are you waiting for somebody?" With then soon Ravel basically getting surprised by Noctis just talking to her out of the blue, saying, well, actually, no. I heard quite a lot of Kuoh Academy, actually. I hear it's quite prestigious, so I just wanted to say, so you're a girl that's planning on transfer here? That's awesome. Well, in case you were wondering, I would prefer don't. With then she's saying, "Wait, what? Why?" Saying, it's true that the school is now co-ed, and yes, there are many male students who are perverts. That is true. But my own personal reasons is, well, it's quite the annoying cesspool of gossip and rumors. And sure, that's basically every high school that you go to. But this school is 100% worse. Trust me on this. I've been here for only a few weeks or so, and literally I've heard nothing but rumors of girls wanting to get with me, and even giving me a title too because of my look, because of my raven black hair. With then soon, Ravel couldn't help but look at Noctis's hair, as it is quite black as night itself. With then she's still blushing, but soon saying, well, I had to be the one to decide that for myself. With then Noctis sighing, saying, true. I shouldn't force you since you haven't had a chance to experience the school yet, or even get to know anyone yet. I'm sorry about that. With then she realized, no, you're just giving me your honest opinion, that's all. Nothing wrong with that. With saying, yeah, well, we've been talking here for a while. Why don't I introduce myself? My name is Noctis Calum Azazel. With then soon Ravel saying, my name is Ravel Inferno. With then saying, Ravel Inferno? Huh. I never heard of it. That's a quite unique name there. With saying, same thing goes for Azazel. I didn't think people would have the last name of a fallen angel. With then saying, trust me, it's not really my last name. Calum's actually my last name. Azazel is the last name of my adopted family. So yeah, saying, I see. Well then, it's a pleasure to meet you, Noctis-kun. Saying, yeah. With then she's soon, basically blushing, having her hands behind her, saying, if you would like, I'm still new to Kuoh. Could you show me around if you would feel like it? Saying, sure. I don't mind. I got time to kill. After hearing this, saying, excellent. Well then, come on, show me around. Saying, wait, right now? Saying, yes, right now. I have nothing else better to do, and this is the perfect time before I have to head back home. With then, Ravel continues walking off. But then, Noctis couldn't help but say, oh boy, this girl is pushy as hell. She does have that noble, dignified about her. And I can tell she's also that spoiled rich girl type like Rias too. Well, as long as she is, I can't sense any. Also, when she brought up the whole fallen angel thing, I thought for sure that she was part of the supernatural, but I can't sense any demonic energy coming off of her. So that means she's not a devil or any other race as well. She must be a history girl, that's for sure, and must know about religious. I can tell she isn't Japanese, so she must be European. Not surprising though. Well, whatever. I don't mind showing a girl who seems like the same age as me around town. Not half bad. With that, Noctis soon catches up with Ravel, within part of her thinking, what am I doing? I was just trying to see on who he is. I didn't think I would actually go on a date with him. No. This isn't a date. We're not going out to eat or anything like that, or heading anywhere fancy or romantic. So this is just a meet. This is just a hangout, as peasants like to say, or the commoners. So let's just hope that things work out fine. As then soon Noctis catches up with her and they walk side by side, within Ravel's face in turn going more and more red, but then saying, I have made one huge ass mistake. So with now Noctis and Ravel hanging out together without realizing on who each other truly are. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, what did you guys like about how the introduction of Ravel was? I wanted to, bring up my own ideas on why, devils basically try to get more and more humans or other races part of the devil race. Mostly because common devils our ranks are just as weak as that of reincarnated devils. However, unlike reincarnated devils, which have that of high potentials due to their sacred gears, their unique form of magic, or other traits as well, devils are basically treated lower because they don't have any potential whatsoever, because they were born with a specific form of power, and honestly, those who actually get the chance to actually train that power up are in the minority. So it kind of makes sense that I want to bring up that of pureblood devils just trying to figure out ways to survive if they can't by that of the normal means by any chance. So yeah, any rate, also, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep up to date on my videos when I upload on the channel. Also, check out my Discord, main channel, gaming channel, and Patreon. All link in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki, signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care.